I get it. You want $100,000 in business funding now. However, most new LLCs, most small business owners don't qualify for that amount of funding due to the lack of their business credit worthiness. See, in order for you to secure funding from the banks, they need to have a sense of knowing, liking, or trusting you as a business. One way of earning that trust by building a relationship with these financial institutions is to get a secure business credit card. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to build a relationship with that financial institution by getting a secure business credit card, then graduating from a secure business credit card to an unsecured business credit card. So let's dive right into the video. First, let's unpack what is a secure business credit card. But before we do that, I encourage you to watch this video all the way to the end because I'll be revealing the top 3 banks where you can get a secure business credit card. Now, most likely, these top 3 banks will graduate you from a secure business credit card to an unsecured business credit card. Not only will they do that, but they will also increase your limit. So you definitely want to make sure you watch all the way to the end. Now, with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so what is a secure business credit card? Well, it's like financial training wheels for new LLCs. So a secure business credit card is for small businesses, for new LLCs who lack credit history or who's trying to build or rebuild business credit. So the question becomes, how does it work? Well, for one, you will need a security deposit. You will need a security deposit to secure that business credit card account. Now, the security deposit is going to act as collateral. So unlike an unsecured business credit card where you don't need collateral, a secure business credit card, you will need collateral, but the deposit you put down, the cash deposit you put down is your deposit. Now, once you have your new credit limit, let's say of $1,000, you can make regular purchases as you do with a regular credit card. But we want to make sure that we are paying our bills responsibly. So if we have expenses and we have to use 50% of that credit limit, which is $500, we want to make sure that we paying that balance off in full and not just paying the monthly payment. However, if you are just paying the monthly payment on the monthly due date, you want to make sure that you always pay it on time. But I highly recommend you paying the statement balance off in full by the end of the statement date because you will build a stronger relationship with that financial institution. Also, when it comes to interest rates, when it comes to secure business credit card, they typically are a little bit higher than a consumer personal credit card only because of the risk factor. So just keep that in mind. And remember, when it comes to credit utilization, it's not that important as it is when it comes to your consumer credit report. So credit utilization is not a big factor when it comes to your business credit profile. However, you still want to properly manage your credit utilization. Here's why. Because if you constantly have a high balance with your business credit cards, it's going to be extremely difficult for you to get credit limit increases or for you to get any type of benefits or perks that financial institution may want to reward you because they constantly see that you have a high balance with that particular credit card. So be mindful of that. Although it's not affecting your business credit profile like it would affect your consumer credit profile, you still want to manage your credit utilization in a really, really good way. Now, as you start making your monthly payments on time, managing your credit utilization, you will start to build a relationship with that bank. Now, the great part is the banks will actually report your monthly payments and your credit utilization to the business credit bureau. So not only you're building a relationship with that bank, but you also building a business credit profile and you building a business credit scores because most banks do report to the business credit bureau when it comes to a secure business credit card. Okay, so here's the rewarding part. Now that you made consistent payments on time, let's say anywhere between 6 months or 9 months, the banks will now reevaluate your credit profile, also your business credit profile, and the data they will reevaluate, and now they will begin to graduate you. So now you can graduate from a secure business credit card to a unsecured business credit card, which is really cool, by the way. Now, once you graduate in about 6 to 9 months, you will get that security deposit back. So if you put down $1,000, typically they will give you that security deposit back and give you a new credit limit. So there's no risk involved when it comes to your security deposit. You didn't lose it, FYI. Now, I want to make a disclaimer that it all depends on how you responsibly use that card, depend on what new credit limit that financial institution will decide to reward you. So if you've been making your payments on time, if you've been constantly paying off your balances by the end of your statement date, then most likely they will give you a credit increase. So for example, you can have $1,000 starting off with. But then once they convert it to an unsecured business credit card, it will go to $10,000. This recently just happened to one of my clients that I represent. This person had $1,000 credit limit, secure business credit card. Then they transitioned to unsecured business credit card, got their deposit back, then went from $10,000. So really powerful strategy. So this will get you in the door with these financial institutions. And here's the great thing about it, about a secure business credit card. It will read on your business credit profile as a loan majority of the time. So, which means banks care about financial trade lines. So a secure business credit card will read as a financial trade line. So for most of you, when you start to build business credit, you get all these vendors and supplier trade lines that you heard me say plenty of times, unless it's your first time watching this particular video or it's your first time watching me. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button, and make sure you like this video if you like the content that I'm producing. So with that being said, we want to make sure that we build business credit, not only with vendors and supplier trade lines, but also with financial trade lines. So having a secure business credit card is a financial trade line that gets you advantage over other small business owners. Before I reveal the top 3 banks where you can graduate from a secure credit card to an unsecured credit card, I want to mention this as well. There may be banks in your community. There may be banks in your region, right? Like credit unions, small community banks within your neighborhood. You might want to go to them and ask, do they have secure business credit cards? If they do, if your personal credit is not in position, if you lack business credit, you want to make sure that you get a secure business credit card to start building business credit. So with all that being said, here are the top 3 banks where you can get a secure business credit card and graduate to an unsecured business credit card. Number 1, Bank of America. Now, I have a whole video about secure business credit card. I will leave in the link in the description. Also, I will put it up here or up here somewhere in this video where you can click on it. So getting a secure business credit card with Bank of America is a great way. And that video, I explained the perks and the benefits of this particular credit card when it comes to Bank of America. But Bank of America is a great card to start off with. And they report to the Business Credit Bureau, so you are building a business credit profile and a business credit score. The next bank I would say is FNBO Bank, right? So FNBO is another bank where you can go and get a secure credit card, and then they will graduate you to unsecured business credit card. Again, it just depends on how you are responsibly manage these cards. So we want to make sure that we manage our card responsibly. Next, I want to say Wells Fargo. Now, here's a disclaimer with Wells Fargo. They discontinue a lot of their secure business credit cards. So you have to check in your area with that bank, Wells Fargo Bank, to see if they still have that card available when it comes to getting a secure business credit card. So those are the top 3 banks I would recommend. Now I will give you a bonus that's called Tillfill, Tillfill, which is another business credit card. And the great thing about this business credit card is that they don't check your personal credit. Like Bank of America, they're gonna check your personal credit. FNBO, they're gonna check your personal credit. But with Tillfill, they do not check your personal credit. Now, when it comes to Tillfill, they switched up. Remember, banks are always switching up their information, their data, their requirements. So this video that you're watching right now, it might be different 6 months down the line. So we have to be mindful of that. So this is why I try to keep you updated on every step of the way. However, Tillfill now just merged with NAV. So NAV now have a new card called a Prime card, which I'm gonna do a whole entire video about that, which is essentially a charge card, but they do not check your personal credit too as well. So it's like a hybrid mix. So again, I'll do a video about that by itself. But those are my recommendations. So getting a secure business credit card is a great way to build a relationship with the bank. It's a great way to get inside the door, which we do want to do. Also, it gives you that financial trade line that you need in order for the banks to take you seriously as a business owner. So I highly recommend that you build business credit that way. Now, if you want to do it in a strategic way, you can go ahead and get my ebook down below that you can go ahead and start building business credit that way. But in time, I'll see you on the next video.